Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jai Gobind and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. Today is our weekly show. I usually do this on Wednesdays, but tomorrow is kind of a big day for me. So hello Maricela. So what I'm going to do is do this show tonight, and then tomorrow I won't go live, and then the next time I go live was going to be on Thursday for the freaking astrology of this eclipse that is coming up. So there's a lot going on. Hello, Eliza. Welcome in. And we're going to talk about it this week in terms of what Venus is doing. So the other part of the show is I talk about the astrology of Venus for the week ahead. I also tell you where it's happening in your chart based off of your sun, moon, Venus, and rising. And I pull a card for each of the signs so that, and give you kind of the energy so that you know where in your relationship life, which is what this Venus is all about, this is going to fit in, and you're going to kind of experience it throughout the week. So that's what we do here in this show. So thank you for being here, and please share this video out with your friends if you know that they're going to like this content. Before we hop into the content, I do want to remind you to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get notified of when I go live and when I upload videos. Also, download my free moon astrology guide, which will tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And then it enters you into my email list, and I send out a weekly moon magic report. The next one comes out tomorrow, where I give you like the horoscope and the astrology for the week ahead. So it ends up being a really nice way to kind of understand the energies that are coming up. I have a membership coming up in December. It will begin, and so I'll be promoting that very soon. Hello, Traylene. Welcome in. I'm excited about that. I also just restocked the Moon Goddess essential oil blends, as well as the malas. I did run out. We got sold out on those, which is awesome. That makes me really, really excited, really, really happy. So those have been restocked. If you're wanting to get one, it's a mala that has been released, and it's an essential oil blend that also has just been released. So this is to activate the moon goddess energies, to work with ritual and ceremony in a very powerful way. And speaking of the moon goddess, we are still in November in the early bird discount for the next moon goddess training, which starts in January. It's going to be an 8-week program. We are going to focus on the initiations, the ancient Atlantis initiations, ancient Egyptian initiations, the mystery schools of Hathor, which is she of 1,000 voices, the mystery schools of Isis, Hermetic alchemy, the moon centers, empowerment energies for your own, goddess being, how to do ceremony, meditations, Kundalini yoga meditations to activate all of the chakras, which is part of that lineage. Going through the temple activations has to do with going through the chakras. I mean, there's so much in this training that's going to be everything that I love put together into 8 weeks. We just had the last moon goddess training complete, and I'm going to be doing some special interviews live on Instagram with some of the women that just went through the program to give you guys an idea. So also make sure to follow me on Instagram at Channel for Grace and at Moon Goddess Training. And those 2 accounts is where I go live and I post things, especially when there's big events coming up astrologically. So that's coming up. I'm also doing a special holiday reading right now through the end of December. And it's basically a one-on-one on Zoom with me. And we talk about whatever you need to in the moment. So if we need to talk about your astrology, we talk about your astrology. If we need to talk about your gene keys, we talk about that. If we need to talk about like astral traveling, journeys, clearing, energy clearings, we can do all of that. There's many, and tarot and oracle as well. Many modalities that can come together for this session, and it's co-created with me and you. Hello, Veronica, welcome in. So it's a beautiful way to understand also, if you want to focus on this, like what's coming ahead for you. They've been amazing. The sessions have been truly amazing. Thank you to everyone that signed up for them so far. I've been having a blast with those. And I'm having a sale on my Etsy shop through the end of December. And I have a special announcement coming out on Friday about my Etsy store and more things that are going to be coming out available on the Etsy store. So I will share that with you on Friday for the ceremony, the lunar eclipse. So that's what's going on here on the channel. Thank you for giving me a moment to share those beautiful things that are happening here. And let's hop into the astrology. So I want to show you the chart. I need to pull it up first, but I'm going to switch over to this screen and start getting it ready. What I want to show you is the 2 things that are the major things that are going on this week with Venus, the planet Venus, because we focus on Venus. One of them is that Venus is actually going into shadow, entering shadow tomorrow, because she's going to be doing a really powerful retrograde. You'll be able to see the chart any moment. But she's going through a powerful retrograde, and the retrograde is in Capricorn. And so wherever this energy lies in your chart, that's where you're going to feel it the most intense. And the other thing that's happening on the day of the lunar eclipse, Venus is also making so on Friday, Venus is making a trine to Uranus, which I think is going to be a really exciting energy. So here's the chart. This is the chart for right now. Actually, as we speak, the moon has just entered into the sign of Taurus, which is a big deal because obviously the eclipse is going to happen in the sign of Taurus. So we've officially entered this portal, and somehow we managed to do this specific broadcast at the exact moment where the moon entered Taurus, getting ready for this energy. So that's powerful. So in the next couple of days too, the moon is going to conjunct Uranus. Uranus will activate the moon. And then at that 27th degree, where it opposes the sun, we're going to have that powerful lunar eclipse. And it's a really long one. It's like one of the longest eclipses since the 15th century, lunar eclipses. And it's just going to blow our minds. It already is for me. I'm experiencing some like powerful shifts and activations in my own life. Today, I had one of the most powerful cutting cord Akashic record experiences for my training, because we meet every Tuesday. That's why I'm coming on a little later than usual, because that run late. But basically, that's what's happening for me. It's like I did this amazing cord cutting Akashic Records session, and then tomorrow I'm going to the Ascension Chamber, which is this place in Phoenix where you could go in and literally like lay on a crystal bed inside a pyramid. I mean, you can't make this shit up, you guys. Like, you legit can't make this shit up. Like, they're so intense. And my teacher on Sunday told me that I'm getting ready to go nuclear, whatever that means, like blow up. Everything is like expanding. I'm receiving so many downloads, and it feels like the final frontier. Like I'm pushing forward, like the ship has reached maximum speed and is getting ready to like go. That's my personal experience, but I'm sure that in your own way, you're totally feeling this intensity. So Venus is in Capricorn in the chart, and you'll see that. So tomorrow she's going to enter 11 degrees, and she enters her shadow phase. So this means that from this day until December 19th, when she officially goes retrograde, we're in this shadow. So we're feeling the vibe of that powerful retrograde of Venus in Capricorn. And I'll tell you in a moment where the retrograde is going to be happening. So where the shifts are going to be happening for you, the realizations, the powerful activations in terms of what kind of relationships are being affected during this time, that's where you're going to feel it. And this is a big theme, because this is one of the star points of Venus that she makes. So like every 8 years, she comes back to the same star point. I believe it's every 8 years, the same sign. But don't quote me on that, because I could be technically wrong. But she comes into this energy. And so it's a theme that you've chosen to work on over and over throughout your life. These retrogrades happen in this place multiple times during your life. And you'll notice the Venus retrogrades happen in like 5 different houses. There's 5 star points. Your whole life, they always happen in these 5 houses. One of them is the Gemini energy. Another one is the Capricorn energy. The points are going to switch in the next few years or so. So we're going to feel a whole new energy arrive, and we chose that as well. But think of this as something that has been a part of your shift and your change through relationships for a long time, since you were born. So that's what's happening, with the shadow energy. And then if we move forward to the 19th, which is the day of the full moon eclipse. If we go back to 27 degrees, you can see that Venus is at 12 degrees and Uranus is at 12 degrees. And they're making a trine. And that's the other energy that we're going to talk about. And the trine is going to bring up, it's going to be stimulation. It's going to be excitement, eccentricism, open-mindedness, freedom. Really beautiful energies. Trines are always beautiful energies. So those are the things that we're going to be focusing on when we go through all of the signs. So let me switch back to me and check out what's going on in the chat. Seems like there's a lot going on. I know I'm really excited to Traylene for the next training. You never tried Kundalini. It's really powerful. It's a really powerful practice. It will activate you and shift you and take you to a higher frequency so that you can do the work that you want, that you've been wanting to do. You can't really do it from like a low vibration. The Kundalini takes you to a higher frequency, and that's what makes it possible. You've been having a rough week? Yes, it's been intense. It's been really, really intense. You guys are planning a trip to Sedona? Nice. That's awesome. Well, very, very cool. So I'm going to switch over to, let me do this real quick so we can go through all the signs and talk about how these energies are going to be affecting you in your own chart. So first of all, we've got Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So Aries has Venus in the 10th house. So this is like business relationships, affecting business relationships, but also affecting the relationships to people that like help you show up in the world. Like when you show up as your best in that powerful space, in the 10th house, which is your life path, the relationships in that space really help you gear you and help you align with your destiny path. So this is a big part of what's happening for you, Aries, this week, but really we're talking about like the whole retrograde period. And we'll continue to follow this theme throughout the weeks as Venus, does other things in the astrology. And the trine to Uranus in your 2nd house, which is the house of values and finances and money, is bringing up that the goddess energy of Taurus, but also an activation where things can become really fun and things can become really activated and things can help you feel more free along your powerful path. So we're going to pull a card. I forgot what deck this is, but this is the one we're going to use. And I'm going to pull one card for each of the signs. So, oh my God, this is powerful. So 2 cards came out for you, so we're going to go for it. The Star Seer, I love it, and the She of the Lotus. Look at this. Star Seer and She of the Lotus. So in the first card, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a person taking the staircase up to the star, like the magical star. And then in the second card, you see the awakening of the higher centers, the higher chakra, which is the crown chakra. So the lotus is often a symbol representing the 7th chakra. I almost said the 8th, but kind of the 8th. But the 7th chakra, which is at the crown of the head, and it's like the 1,000-petal lotus, because a lot of activations come through this energy, through this chakra. It is the final chakra that basically after that, the rest of the chakras are more like in an ethereal space. They're not exactly in the 3rd dimension anyways, found within the physical body. So this is really a powerful, you're seeking, the star represents hope. You're moving towards hope, and that is really powerful. And the star is also your dreams, and the future. It represents the future. So as you move towards your path, right, 10th house, your life path, your destiny, you are opening up your ability to perceive more and understand more in a very powerful and spiritual level. It is a beautiful activation, and I see you expanding your mind and expanding your horizons this week and throughout, this movement of Venus through her retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. So those are 2 really, really powerful energies that are going to be affecting you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Yeah, dead on, right? Crazy. Okay. So the next sign, which is Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Now, Taurus has Venus in the 9th house, which is the house of expansion. So you're naturally expanding. So your relationship to spirituality, your relationship to people that help you grow and expand yourself is what is being activated. And with Uranus in your 1st house, it's an inner and like an identity activation where you get to discover something new about yourself. Something unpredictable may show up for all of us this week because Uranus tends to bring unpredictable energies. For Taurus, I feel like it'll maybe I feel okay. I just saw another door. Like another door is opening for you, Taurus. And let's see what hang on. Alrighty then. So that was kind of intense, and 2 cards came out for you as well. Okay, so the theme is 2 cards. You get the card of vulnerability, and then the card of earth, nurture, nature. These 2 images are freaking amazing. So in the first image, there's crystal energy. There's this serpent. It looks like a magical serpent. There's lotus flowers. In the second image, there's the earth and the goddess, the earth Pandemos, goddess Venus Pandemos, which is the earth Venus, like the grounded Venus energy. But the serpent represents the Kundalini, and the crystals represent the awakening, the expansion of the mind. This makes sense. So you're your energy is being activated right now. It's like your chakras are being activated. And what's going to help you through this powerful activation and expansion, which is represented by the serpent, is the groundedness of Earth, being grounded to Earth, which is the sign that rules the sign of Taurus along with Venus. So the more that you connect to that like grounding cord that moves, from you to the center of the earth, the more you're going to feel that like peace of mind while you are expanding and growing in a very, very powerful way. That's beautiful, Taurus. Okay, we got Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. And Gemini has Venus going through the 8th. So there's a lot of symbolic death rituals happening for you, Gemini. That's so accurate. Symbolic death rituals happening for Gemini. And these transformations and transmutations are helping you to rise like the phoenix. And with Uranus in the 12th, expect some powerful vision, maybe a powerful dream to activate you. And this will activate this retrograde. Uranus in the 12th and Venus in the 8th, the trine itself is going to activate for you the relationships with your higher self, but also the relationships with your spirit guides, your angels, your teachers, beings from the divine that are here to help you on your journey. So the two cards you get are Mount Shasta and the root chakra. Whoa. So Mount Shasta is known to be the home of beings from ancient Atlantis and ancient Lemuria. It's like they live within the mountain. These like very ascended beings. And when you go to Mount Shasta, it is a complete spiritual awakening. I've heard like the book that we read, the Sophia Code. I don't know if we ever talked about it, although you guys read it in the book. She receives the channeling of the Sophia Code at Mount Shasta. Things like that. There's many, many stories that happened, that came through, that got channeled, that got downloaded from Mount Shasta. So it's a spiritual energy. And that's 12th house energy. And then the root chakra is similar to the earth card, which is about working on, first of all, your groundedness, your ability to be grounded. But not just that. It's also about working on your sense of security. So not as you transcend and transmute and go through those symbolic death rituals in the 8th house, what you're understanding at a deeper level is how to get yourself out of that fight or flight and not be afraid of the changes that are happening, and then learn to feel how these experiences and these shifts that are coming up for you in your life are helping you to understand that it's safe. This is a safe space. Transformation, death rituals, tower moments, those are actually safer than staying where you're at. Transmuting those energies, although it's scary, it's actually safer. So you find your security as you surrender to the powerful spiritual shifts that are going on in your life right now. Like, whoa, I really like these cards. They are really giving awesome messages today. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Cancer is having a 7th house transit with Venus. So this has to do with partnerships, beautiful energies within your intimate relationships. And Uranus in the 11th has to do with friendships and acquaintances, but also the energy of sharing the gifts that you came into this world with. This is what this week is about. This is what this week is activating. And partnerships can also be important. Business partnerships can be affected by this energy. Let's see what these cards want to tell you for the week. Cancer Sun, nice. Traylene says, I heard a voice tell me today while I was driving home and getting angry at a person going 5 under. Play nice. That's hilarious in Dawn's voice. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Okay. So Cancer, this is a big deal. Wow. These cards are just out of this world. So the card you get is the Portal Keeper and the element of air, which symbolizes a paradigm shift. Dude, what? Okay, the Portal Keeper, first of all, is a cat. The first thing that comes up for me with the Portal Keeper is the Orion constellation. I was just watching a Matías de Stefano video about that Orion, the constellation of Orion, is actually a portal to enter and to experience the 9th dimension. It's crazy because, Orion is where where the Akashic records for me takes me every time I go into the Akashic records. I go to a planet near the center star, which is Mintakan. It's a planet called Mintakan. But that's where I go to get to my Akashic records. That's like where they take me every time. And the Orion constellation is a portal. But the other thing that comes through, so the Portal Keeper are the Orions, basically. One of many Portal Keepers in the universe. But the cat is also a Lyran. The energy of the cat is a Lyran starseed. And the Lyrans are the oldest souls in our galaxy, the ones that helped to seed ancient Lemuria and ancient Atlantis, and they hold this like old soul kind of energy. And I feel like Cancers can definitely hold that energy for sure. They are, ruled by the energy of the moon. Hello, Jennifer, and hello, Belle. And Renee, they're ruled by the energy of the moon. They are activated by that energy, and there's something about, it's like the sacred divine feminine coming through. So wisdom throughout the ages is what you're receiving through these transmissions. And the air element, and the fact that the air element in this deck represents a paradigm shift, it means that this is why it's a portal, because you're entering a portal and you're going through on the other side. Remember, this is the week of the eclipse as well. So we're talking about the magic of Venus, but we're also talking about the energies of the week, which is, the eclipse. But the portal that you're going through is you're being guided to go through it. And it's also activating you and changing the way that you see the world. Like something is helping you to change the way that you see the world this week, which is super, super powerful. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. You have Venus in your 6th house. So this has to do with being present. You're being asked to be present and to reflect on your life, but how it looks like from an everyday perspective, from a 3rd dimensional perspective. What is in your environment, and what are your behaviors? And your behaviors and your environment will tell you what's going on internally. And Uranus in the 10th is activating your career house, which means that essentially what's happening is that you are understanding at a deeper level, you're reflecting on your life and how you're spending your time, and it does reflect your career and your life path. That's the big part that's going on for Leo rising. And then Sun, Moon, and Venus, let's add to this with some cards. Jennifer says, I have 5 Cancer placements. Yes. Belle says Gemini, Cancer, cusp. Anybody a Leo? Hey, Nelvin is. All right, so let's see what we got for Leo. Okay, so you got stepping through and balanced forces. So stepping through and balanced forces. So the stepping through has to do with you stepping through what you're afraid of, pushing through what you're afraid of, trusting that your gut, your intuition, your knowing, your inner knowing is guiding you in the right direction, asking you to trust and step through. And when you do that, you feel yourself finding that balance between the dualities, between the polarities in your life, good, bad, light, dark, life, death, those are all just part of the same spectrum. So you have to change. It's about changing your perspective on your life and finding more balance. And the balance needs to be experienced in the physical reality, needs to be experienced in this third dimension. It needs to be experienced through your behaviors. It needs to be experienced through what's around you, what you're surrounding yourself with. It needs to be experienced like in the moment. And if what you're experiencing in the moment is not balanced, then that's how you know you haven't quite trusted and stepped through fully. Because we all have to step through that door, that portal. So Leo, that's your gauge. Is your life balanced? If it's not, how do you manifest more balance with this dynamic going on? You focus on your behaviors, you focus on your daily habits. That's what's going to do the magic for you. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Virgo has Venus transiting the 5th, so a lot of passion, a lot of creativity being activated right now. You recognizing that you really are a powerful creative being, and you really just need to trust that creativity and get back in that place. If you're not in a space of creativity, or at least contemplating like, am I being creative? Am I not being creative? Am I in my creative space? What's going on in this area of my life? What is going on with my second chakra as well, which is the creative space? All of those questions coming up. And with Uranus in the 9th house, what that is activating is expansion. So if you're in your creative space, what you're going to do is you're going to expand your mind. You're going to expand your energy. You're going to expand your ability to literally manifest things into the world. So if you're off balance and you're not being creative, you'll miss out on that beautiful, powerful energy that's inviting you to go deeper. You get the solar plexus chakra, which is radiant illumination, and the element of water, the overflow. Okay, so this is cool because what we're seeing here is another duality, light and dark, but also fire and water. And these two elements, right? Because like the water can put the fire out, but the fire can also kind of go out of control. Now, the solar plexus chakra, what this is saying, Virgo, is that you need to trust your gut. You need to trust your inner knowing. The inner knowing comes from the place of the solar plexus. And also, if you feel like you can't make decisions, that's because you have let go of your willpower. You've given your power away. So to have your power back, to take your power back, you need to be in control and you need to be in ownership of yourself and your energy. So this means like clearing, cutting cords, not being connected to anything that will feed you negative energy, and being in your power. You can't be leaking energy out to be in your power. You have to fully take it all back, which means sometimes that's when it's difficult because we have to let go of relationships and cut relationships out of our lives, at least energetically, that just don't serve us. And the water element is about the emotions, asking you to let yourself feel, explore your power, but also be in your heart space. Be in the love, be in the compassion, be in the element of water, be in your flow. The flow is the 5th house. The water does represent the second chakra that I was just talking about, which also aligns with 5th house energy because it is that flow. It is that vibration that allows you to move through life, not judging which way it goes, but just kind of going with it, but not stopping the flow. So the flow is creative. If you stop the flow, you stop being creative and you'll stop being in your power. And that's the big message for you, Virgo. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Libra has Venus in the 4th house of the home. So this has to do with your family and loved ones. And Uranus in the 8th, causing powerful awakenings that almost feel like a death ritual, a transformation, a transmutation. It feels unpredictable. And you may have not expected it, but it's happening either way. And the cards that you get are, oh my God, you got a mermaid. Unique gifts and shine your light. And look at these. Okay, so these two beings are epic. So this card, this being reminds me of like the blue people, but it feels like it's obviously otherworldly energy. This feels Atlantean and this feels Lemurian. So an Atlantean being from ancient Atlantis is speaking through, and what they want to tell you is that you are a unique being, that you need to allow yourself to be in that space. You need to trust. You need to trust. This is also connecting with people that are family to you, because their soul resonates. It's almost like you know each other from other lifetimes on other planets. And the mermaid is the Lemurian energy, the water also, but also can be ancient Atlantis as well. I feel both of these energies here. So something about connecting with beings from other dimensions and other planets and other star systems, but that they're actually your family. That's what I feel. That's why this is happening in your fourth house, and this feels like, what the hell's going on? Because you're connecting at a way deeper level with beings from other dimensions. And then they're telling you that you need to shine your light, you need to share your gifts, and that you have unique gifts to share to the world. Super powerful message for Libra. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. We have third house for Venus, so regarding communication, siblings, downloads, writing, all that stuff. And Uranus in the seventh, really, really creating a lot of change and shift within your relationship. So it's a new way of communicating. It's innovative. It's different. It's almost like you've never done it before, but you are learning how to do it. Scorpio. The cards you get are alignment, oh my God, and journey to wholeness. And the reason why that is so beautiful is because the alignment card is about the process that you're going through right now. You're aligning yourself with your own, your own energies, your own higher self. And this is bringing you to wholeness, to understanding yourself at a deeper level. So you are in essence in a journey to becoming whole again. And what you need to work on is to activate the chakras and work on the coherence, right? All the chakras that go up the spine. You have to ask yourself, am I coherent with all of the 7 sacred laws of the universe that align with the chakras? Are you coherent? And if you're coherent with these energies, if you're vibrating, if you're resonating with if you're in your truth and in your in honest truth in yourself, and you allow the healing process to just flow, and it'll get you closer and closer to that space. But that's the work that you're doing, is that you're on a journey to becoming whole. But going through that can be the powerful, can feel really kind of gnarly, can feel not so good. So in essence, Scorpio, what this week, what you're going to experience is, it could feel like a lot of activations. So you could either be in like the high energy frequency space or the low energy frequency space. Think of the vibrations and the alignment of your chakras and your energy bodies. Some of them are vibrating low and some of them are vibrating higher. But if you find the middle path, you'll cruise right through into becoming whole. And the other thing that comes through this, especially with the journey to wholeness, is Venus right now is in her wholeness phase, where she's so bright in the sky. You can see her as the sun is setting. She's so bright in the sky that it's like her full moon, like glory phase, as she is ending her transit as the evening star and moving into the morning star phase after the retrograde. But she's in this wholeness phase. So something about that is aligning with your energy, Scorpio, which is really powerful. Next, we have Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And Sagittarius has Venus going through the second. So this is asking you to reflect on your values of yourself, for yourself, and then also for your environment and for how secure you are in your life. And Uranus in the 6th is asking you to be creative and come up with new and innovative ways of doing things in life. Just you need to shake things up. You need to change it up a bit, do something different, do something in a very powerful, unique way that you've never done it before. And you'll notice that a lot of the abundance that you want in your life will come by you allowing yourself to be in that space. You get the cards of Starseed Elemental and Reclaim Your Energy. Starseed Elemental and Reclaim Your Energy. The way that you reclaim your energy, speaking astrologically here, is you literally let yourself be yourself. Because part of what Sagittarius represents is the one that goes on those epic journeys and comes back with the wisdom. The Sagittarius are the wisdom keepers because that's what they do. That's their job. Whether physically, like traveling in the third dimension, like moving through time and space, or whether it's like journeys, mental journeys, visualizations, realizations. It doesn't really matter what the journey is, what the traveling looks like. It's just that it's helping you to reclaim your energy. Another way to reclaim your energy is to let go of anything, any relationships, anything that no longer serves you, that's literally draining you. That's part of what's going on. And the Starseed Elemental is helping you to be in your power, to be in your space, in your sacred space. Plus, if you're Sag, or you have any Sag energy, especially between 8 and 26 degrees of Sag, you're in the realm of Ophiuchus, which is the 13th sign, the hidden sign, which is the Kundalini awakening, the Kundalini activations, the shaman, the sage, the healer, the high priestess, the oracle, all of those powerful, the galactic center, the great attractor, all of those energies are part of the Ophiuchus, and they're found within the energy of Sagittarius. So you are definitely like a powerful starseed. And if you have especially anything between 8 and 26 degrees of Sag, you are an Ophiuchus starseed. So reclaiming your energy is about taking back your power as well, and not like releasing energy, not leaking energy, just like holding it in, but in a way that's healthy. And that's what you're working on for the week and for these next 5 months, really. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Of course, they have Venus in the 1st, so this is an identity shift. The Venus is glowing bright in the sky, shining a light on you and who you are, and you're going to go through a personal transformation. That's what Capricorns are going through, especially Rising. With Uranus in the 5th, this activation is going to activate your creativity and your passion. So you'll be in a very powerful creative space as you move through these transits and the week and the next 5 months. But really, it's about understanding yourself. The cards that you get are the Infinite. Oh, I love this. And New Blueprints. The Infinite and New Blueprints. So connecting to the infinite flow of life. That's the 5th house energy of Uranus. And then New Blueprints is because you're like recreating yourself. You're re-envisioning yourself. You're becoming a new person. You're going to have a new identity by the end of this powerful Venus and Capricorn transit. It's going to be huge. And the truth is that this happens every time. Like every 8 years, you go through this like intense realignment and redefining of who you are. And what you're learning is that you are an infinite being of light that is open to everything and can really activate and bring in anything that you want. It's the I am. It's the realization of I am. And that brings in new blueprints. So new ideas, new energies, a new definition of yourself. Again, really powerful. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So Aquarius has Venus in the 12th, so it's a very celestial energy, connecting with your spirit guides, angels, and teachers from beyond this dimension that are always there, like holding space for you, connecting to your intuition, listening, listening and channeling that. There's a lot of that going on for you, Aquarius, during these next 5 months. And then Uranus in the fourth, affecting and changing and bringing unpredictable things to happen in the realm of family and friends, and loved ones, and also like soulmates, people that feel like family connections to you. You may be meeting new people through very synchronistic ways. The card that you get is Beyond the Mind. Oh, wow. And Crystal Keys. What the first thing that jumps out of me of these cards is they're both these like figures that their minds are open. And that's so Aquarius. That is so Aquarius. And those are the downloads that I was envisioning from the 12th house, and the connection between other beings. So like you and another being, like finding that connection. Beyond the mind is obviously taking it to the next level, understanding from beyond just the mind. And then crystal keys, or beyond the ego, I guess would be a better way to say that. And the crystal keys is, as you expand your mind, you receive the keys to open up, the understanding, the higher awareness. This also, the mind energy, has to do with the first law of the universe, which is mentalism, that everything is mind. So the connection to the realization that thought creates reality, because that is how the universe works, and that is how the universe got started. Thought creates reality. So what are you thinking? You need to go beyond whatever is physical, minute in this world, and transcend that. And that's the key to literally like what all the beings called ascension and awakenings and transcendence starts from that space of being open-minded and allowing new ideas to come in, not being so stubborn about it, for sure. And last but not least, we got Pisces. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Pisces has Venus in the 11th, so affecting your friendships and your embodiment of your gifts. And Uranus in the 3rd is your ability to communicate, your ability to receive information. These are the areas of your life that are being affected this week. And let's see what cards come out for you. There's going to be so much to cover on Thursday for the lunar eclipse astrology. I mean, it's going to be out of this world. So the cards that you get: Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. That's so Pisces. And then transformation. So the merging with the divine, the Soul Star Chakra, is just you understanding who you are. I am. That's the biggest thing that like everyone that becomes enlightened, or the stories of enlightened beings came to realize, is I am. And when you realize I am, and there is no purpose to it, and there is no needing to answer that question, just I am, the resonating energy of I am. And that's all you need to know. And that's the enlightenment. And that's the realization. That to me feels very much the merging with the divine. That is what happens. You realize I am. And when you realize I am, everything else just like disappears. So you're going through this very powerful transformation that is helping you to learn how to understand yourself from that space. And when you allow yourself to be in that space, that's when you transcend. That's when you evolve. That's when you realize that you're so much more than just a physical body. You are alive in all dimensions at the same time, except from this dimension, the perspective that you have feels limited, but it's actually not, because we have the ability in the 3rd dimension to experience God within us. And that's what the Pisces energy represents, is God within me. God and me and God are one. It's a powerful Kundalini mantra given by Yogi Bhajan. I am is another one. God and me and God are one. And then I am. So those are the 2 mantras I'm going to give you to think about this week as you go through this powerful eclipse that's going to be activating all of us. But yes, there's definitely intense energies, heavy energies, and we're all really going through all of these things. So thank you guys so much for being here this evening. watching this video, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching the replay. Those of you that are here in the chat, thank you for your presence. I really appreciate it. Please share this video out if you know of someone that could really benefit from it. And I will be back Thursday evening for the astrology of the lunar eclipse. We're going to talk a lot's going to come through because there's so much to talk about for this eclipse. And then on Friday, we'll do the ceremony. And I have a special announcement for Friday. So definitely come and hang out with us on Thursday and Friday for both of those broadcasts, because they're going to be like super lit. I invite you to check out all the descriptions in the links in the description below, especially the Moon Goddess training that's coming up, my Etsy sale that's currently going on, my special holiday reading that goes through December 31st. It's a one-on-one live reading. And yeah, that's everything that I wanted to share. So again, thank you. And I will see you guys again on Thursday evening. Sat Nam.